How to discover the money you're missing with AI. The money you're missing, money left on the table. A lot of times what happens, we sometimes get into our own way, get into a rut, and we don't understand how to make one thing go after another. But the great thing is about change is that in 2025 and beyond, there's something called AI. And understanding how AI is going to be implemented in my business, we're going to have a real talk discussion today and for the rest of 2025, leading into 2026, because again, it's so important to understand financial literacy. But if you don't know the impact, the importance of it, then you don't know what you don't know. It's something amazing when Anika Gaines and Adrian Mays, Anika Gaines being the tax extraordinaire, came together to talk about building something called the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator that we'll go through here today. It's something that's an AI powered financial intelligence platform, somewhere that can help individuals, business owners, entrepreneurs, families, and really see where they're losing money. And it's so many different aspects on how this can happen in business, taxes, income, nonprofits, wealth, even your mindset, all of these wealth decisions across every life stage. But the importance of it turning that confusion into financial rules, that's what's going to be clear and personalized with money moves. Understanding that spreadsheets, jargon, a lot of guesswork, that's not going to get you to your end result. How you're going to get there is through education and taking seriousness of your own scenario with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. But the taxes and credit, real estate, business, nonprofit, AI consulting, life insurance, estate planning, automation, travel, mindset, wealth, health, and the 90-day challenge, my friends, this isn't something that's taught in schools. And it's so funny today, I had one of my old life insurance clients give me a call, and knowing the importance of having something called a policy review for your life insurance, understanding that what happened years ago and right now, you have to make sure you reevaluate. But with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, it gives you a clear concept of how things happen and what things need to get done. Because again, you only can blame yourself in regards to how the choices that you make. And when things happen, when policies are written, your agent at the time, your tax preparer, whomever you entrusted with your financial situation, at the end of the day, doing your due diligence is all on you. But again, if you have trusted people in your life in regards to helping you get to the next level, that's what the difference is in bringing this master calculator to you to help you feel that and understand that, hey, you're not alone. So when you actually think about the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, it's an intelligent system and going to allow you to see the bigger picture, turning all of that losing money and seeing and optimizing your decisions across every life stage, taxes, income, credit, business, your mortgages, real estate, any type of wealth. Having these different aspects of your life happen and not have any control, these are the things that weren't taught in schools. And people are making all of these financial decisions blind, overpaying on taxes, underutilizing their income strategies, and misstructuring businesses and missing out on wealth opportunities, because financial knowledge is fragmented, it's complex, and it's reactive. And we can't even keep continuously say that they didn't teach us this information in school. We have to take ownership, right? Accountability of our financial illiteracy at this decision level. And it's not just theory, it's actually something that exists and that we have to understand day by day. So in growing and understanding that financial education, is it a problem? Yes, it is. People are making decisions and financial decisions blind. They're overpaying on taxes, like I said, underutilizing your different aspects. And when you have that misstructuring and that confusion happen, and you don't have the clarity that you need, and you don't know what you don't know. And there's so many situations that you can share. And in the years now of AI being a assistant to your even thoughts with the ChatGPT and Google Gemini, all of this information is amazing, but you have to know how to use this to your benefit. So this app solves the AI Legacy Master Blueprint Calculator. It solves the problem of financial illiteracy at the decision level and not at the theory level. So keeping it simple is a motto that we like to actually consistently stand by. So again, does a solution already exist? I mean, is the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator new? I mean, you got to say yes, it's a solution that already exists. There's other calculators, there's other tax software, there's other financial apps, spreadsheets, advisors, and courses, but they're generic, they're reactive. And with this information, calculators and all the different chains of what's already out there, it's a reactive scenario, meaning you're reacting to the output and knowing that, that at the end of the day, does this actually apply to my situation? So that clarity is kind of lost in the weeds. And then you have to think about again, does your idea improve an existing solution? Yes, it does, but not incrementally. Most tools solve one problem at a time, as the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator does the same. But what it also does is provide the big money picture to you. It's showing how all of your assets and your finances are connected, that places this in a path one with a path to advantage, meaning it is something new, but it's not. It's all about how it's presented and positioned in regards to what the need is or the problem is within your business. And then you have to take a look, is the idea a novel combination of existing concepts? I have to say, yes, it is. Again, the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, it combines financial calculators, AI guidance, tax strategy logic, education, execution, wealth pillars, and personalization and automation. One of the feedback I can provide is the 90-day challenge in bridging that gap of doing the not knowing what you don't know. It's funny when you go to 9 to 5 jobs and you're able to get access to your paycheck and your W-2 and paying taxes, but is anyone educating you on what all these numbers mean? That's the drop of the leaving the money on the table angle. And that's what we're solving with the actual calculator. Because as you build, as you grow, doing it alone, that's not a solution. So what we actually have now is finding an existing solution. Yes, we have TurboTax and HR in our block. You're going to see that 63% of people now file taxes on their own, but it's the strategy that's where people are losing money. There's Credit Karma, there's Mint, there's different Google Docs and Excel spreadsheets. Hey, there's even financial advisors and courses and books that can actually teach you this information. But what the difference is with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, again, it's one financial hub giving you all of this information at one time. So again, it's one of those things that you might be looking in one area, but the great thing is you can focus in on one thing at a time. And when I show you the actual calculator, you can understand the need and the why to actually get there. And where do people currently go to solve this? I mean, of course, we're going to go to YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. You're going to go to Google searches. You're going to look at those people that are doing what you want them to want done. Maybe you haven't reached that financial level yet, but they're educating us now on regards to all these different levels of getting the tax guidance that we need. And the crazy thing is understanding how all this clarity, combining experience with the tax extraordinaire team, over 50 years of experience in all of these aspects, if it's not personally, educationally, or financially, and dealing with each portion of how to help someone else, is a story we already lived. So you're not alone in actually the journey, but you are alone in finding in knowing that you're not in the solution by yourself. So having these different opportunities of knowing your tax preparer is there and just guessing, or even worse is not doing anything at all, right? Doing nothing. It's like, I know I don't know what I don't know, but I'm just going to keep moving. And you know what? I say this all the time, but change happens when change happens. So those same habits are not going to get it. So we look at those things that are already in the media in regards to how to deal with our finances, our TurboTax, QuickBooks, Mint and Rock Money, right? Personal finance influencers, as I spoke of on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all of the social media aspects, traditional financial advisors, but none offer real-time, AI-driven, cross-pillar financial clarity. The great thing is when I have a question in regards to those different pillars of information, now you actually have a solution. You have an answer to those questions in regards to understanding the gaps of what needs to be done in your business and what makes this different from anything else. So I want to just kind of break here and kind of take a look on why this exists, this AI calculator, as we take a look at something amazing in itself and understanding the power of the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator and the why behind the even creation of this actual tool. So when Anika Gaines and I, were being honest, when looking at how the tax business, that she's done taxes over 30 years, it didn't just start with creating an app. And a lot of people that are online right now, creating apps are, the in thing. But again, it didn't just say, hey, we're going to create an app and try to actually, help someone in regards to a problem. It started honestly as a pattern. It over and over again, watching people, educated people, smart people, hardworking people, doing everything they were told, still feeling confused, behind, unsure about what money looks like and where the money ends up. And it's not that people are irresponsible. They weren't lazy. They just didn't have clarity. And sometimes your choices and things that happen in life, it gets in the way. And asking yourself questions like, why do I owe taxes every year? Am I structured correctly? Is my business missing something? And how do I make more now, but I'm still feeling like I'm living paycheck to paycheck? Or why do things feel so tight? Why can't I get over this financial hump? And the most dangerous part about this whole scenario is assuming that the problem is them. It's assuming that when I go through things that it's me. Now, the choices I make from A to B, I have to say you have to have ownership and accountability of those decisions. But when you look at what we were taught for so long, and when you have to, I say the line all the time, you train people how to treat you, your finances work the same way. The real problem is this: money system is fragmented on purpose. Taxes live over here, credit lives over here, real estate is over here, business is on another side, and all of these decisions are somewhere else. And wealth advice is locked behind paywalls and appointments and jargon. And then you have to ask yourself the question, who can I trust? So many people online telling you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. No one shows you how one decision can actually affect the next. So by the time most people find out, the money is already gone. The tools have already been used and you've already implemented. And time is the most valuable asset in life that you can't ever go back on. So what makes it worse is realizing something even deeper. It's most tools don't actually teach you how money works. And the great thing is the process already happens. And so tax software files, budget lags, advisors playing after the fact, after something happens. But nobody answers the question people really want answered. What happens if I do this? What happens if I make a change here? And that's the solution that the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator actually provides. And then it actually hit us. Anika and I were talking, and people don't need more information. They need more foresight. They need a way to see the impact of their decisions. They need to understand before they make them. And then in plain language, keeping it simple, without fear, without judgment, without being judged on waiting for permission. So that's why the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator exists. This calculator was created to help people, and I wish it was created years ago, before the business was set up wrong, right? Before the taxes were filed, before the raise was actually disappeared, before the opportunity passes itself, and before the legacy conversation comes too late. Because now in the years of AI, everybody's telling you that money is so simple, but it's not. And it's not really about the calculator, it's about clarity. Having that financial clarity and finally understanding where your money is going, what it's costing you if you don't do something about it, and what small shifts can change everything in you and your business. So AI makes this simple, and to remove the confusion, and it's honestly here to remove confusion. AI is not here to replace humans, and to connect the dots within your own business and to explain the why. So to turn those money and those decisions into money decisions. So this is how you create legacy. This is because too many people are doing their best. And I'm going on a rant, I know, but in still losing money, and they never know that they ever had. You don't know what you don't know, but once you see it, you can use it. And that's why it exists. One of the calculators that's most used is the refund estimating calculator. And this calculator actually shows you right now what your refund can look like. So if you're looking in the tax pillar where it provides you this information, where you can strategize, save, and succeed for your own situation, where these different tax calculators, you might not need them all at one time, but the great thing is you actually can understand and use them at will, and you already have access to all of them. So the real-time tax refund estimator, especially to know comprehensively for your federal tax refund, how much you may owe, or even income and deductions and credits. This is the one tool that would help so many Americans, even if you do it by yourself, even if you don't invest and come to the tax extraordinaire and become a part of the tax extraordinaire family in regards to tax preparation, even doing it yourself and being able to understand what my deductions and what my outcome might look like. So filling in simple information will allow you to be able to simply and easily get the answers that you need. So for example, if you were in 2025 tax year, your filing status being single, and you have 2 children that are under the age of 17, if your W-2 wages were total to $150,000 and you have a side gig of self-employment of $10,000 for the year, and you don't have any type of interest and dividends or no unemployment income or any other taxable income, and say in box 2, where you actually have understanding of where your federal tax withheld from W-2s, again, I repeat, on box 2, that's how much it shows you how much taxes you have taken out of your W-2 of your paycheck every month or what have you, every paycheck. So say in box 2, there's $10,000 and your federal tax held from a 1099, you haven't held anything back. And say you haven't had no contributions to your 401k, you do have an IRA of $3,000. You have an HSA, which is a health savings account that you contributed to, putting in $1,000. Student loan interest, maybe you paid student loan interest of about $500, and you're using the standard deduction or the itemized deduction. Which one do you use? You have the opportunity to test which way would be best for your situation. And so then if you have any credits, that means and it's telling you which credits you might have. A child care credit, you might have an education expenses, retirement savings credit, any other refundable credits. You put all of that information here, and say, for instance, on child care, I spent $5,000 on child care, and being able to click calculate my refund estimate. The great thing is about this tool, it'll show you how much you may owe before you even start to do your taxes. Basing it now on your 2025 estimate, you may need to plan for a balance due. So it's allowing you to take a look at your numbers and seeing, okay, how to actually strategize for your upcoming year to be able to pay the IRS or go into a monthly payment plan or whatever's best in regards to providing for your situation. In addition to this, it also provides an output in what this means for you. It gives you input in regards to why my situation is like this, gives you an understanding of the tax rate that you're currently in and the savings in regards to your non-refundable tax credit. Now, if you do want more information, you're able to download the results as a PDF. And one thing that I've shown my clients in regards to, doing this, they actually download their actual outcome in a PDF, take this information over to ChatGPT, and this is for your unique situation, but it's still like a scenario, and you can put it into ChatGPT. Say you don't understand any of the information that was actually provided. You can go over to ChatGPT and just copy and paste the actual information from the PDF and ask to clarify this, please. Information, please. And that way it can give you a breakdown on on the clarity of the actual output of the PDF. So again, utilizing AI to help yourself not to be alone, using the calculator as leverage to get you understanding things you would never have understood before, and then having the outcome and the output to be able to get you in the bigger picture. So ChatGPT says, what? I got you. Let's break this down in plain English so it actually means something and no IRS speak. It gives you a breakdown again. If you don't understand, it tells you exactly what an AGI is. It gives you exactly what the IRS calculates as taxes. Gives you clarity in regards to your unique situation and being able to understand all of this jargon without being able to. And the real takeaway is the key. So it's telling you that you're not paying enough through the year. It's telling you you're missing planning opportunities. And what usually fits is this. It can give you that step-by-step as well. And this is the information that I provide to clients when they actually book a call or book a consultation right within the app. So leveraging AI to get that clarity of your unique situation. Everyone's situation is not the same, but when you actually may need a little help in diving deeper into your actual situation, these are the things that when you actually click the button to schedule a strategy session that we actually can provide for you. So you're able to get that clarity and understanding and identifying the gap. So the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator does that. Because what most people complain about when they're using other calculators is, I didn't know this until it was too late, or no one explained this information to me. Why does money feel so confusing? I make money, but I don't feel like I'm ahead. I wish I had this before I filed and before I started my business. So this is the information that people typically complain about, Because again, if you don't know what you don't know, but now you don't have to use that as an excuse, having the answers right at your fingertips. So with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, honestly, what features are missing? Maybe some cross-pillar visibility between taxes and credit and business and wealth. Maybe that personalized strategy instead of generic advice, showing you how you can book a call to be able to invest in understanding that customized strategy based on your results. Plain language explanations gives you the simple and easy answer. And forward-looking projections, maybe what can actually be done in the next steps. These are the things that we fill the gaps in when we actually do the consultation. And one place showing the cause and the effect. So having the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator is not the end all be all. Like there isn't any tool that has an end all be all, but it is something to actually get you jump started. And that helps you in regards to making your financial situation even clearer. So it's crazy when we actually launched the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. Is the pricing frustrating? Yes, it's frustrating. You have all of these free tools out here that gives you answers. Then you have paid tools that cost thousands of dollars. So we had to find something right in the medium. Because again, having that customized opportunity and being able to have a professional workshop on any of the pillars or any of the out calculators, because every single calculator, since there's over 82 calculators within the actual system, each calculator is available to be able to have a workshop for your business, for your company, for yourself in regards to getting that clarity in understanding taxes, credit, real estate, business, nonprofit, AI consulting, life insurance, estate planning, automation, travel, mindset, wealth, and health, as well as the 90-day challenge. And so all of these different pillars have their own calculators within them, and maybe you don't need them all, and that's understandable. But something is better than nothing, and you don't know what you're missing. And the great thing is it's already here. You will have ongoing support in regards to having it set up annually. That way you never have to feel alone within your process. So when you actually grow and look at the user facing, so is it clear and confusing? Most tools assume financial literacy instead of teaching thorough use. So the AI Legacy Blueprint teaches through interactive use and personalized guidance. So when you're able to select a PDF and give that output that you're looking for, and you have something tangible that you can take to your tax preparer or to your friend to be able to explain the situation, this is the game changer that is provided for you to be able to understand your unique situation. And again, you never have to feel like you are alone. If you actually agree with financial education being unclear, drop a number 1 in the comments for me if you're listening to me live. And even on the replay, just being able to understand that, hey, this is a real problem, but solutions are here. So does it ignore a specific niche? I have to say yes, because again, entrepreneurs think they're on their own bots. High potential earners, we think that we know everything. Creators and families building legacy, communities historically excluded from wealth education. These are the different areas that will benefit most from something like an app created as like the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. So understanding that, again, Unica Gaines, the tax extraordinaire, why she's qualified to be the tax extraordinaire with over 30 years of experience, being able to come and collectively talk about what her tax clients had issues with, understanding that the direction and understanding that tax education and keeping it simple is literally the motto that she strategized, saves, and succeeds with every single client, making sure that if you don't know what you don't know, but you have to ask in regarding to get there, having the things that has been through and having the promotion and growth opportunities, just life in itself has qualified Unica to be able to help people and grow and build. Because again, working closely with the tax extraordinaire Unica Gaines and having her as a business partner has been a joy and an honor. Because again, her motto, when you know better, you build better. Let's build together. It's not just for me, it's for every single person that she encounters with that beautiful heart. So when you take a person that is amazing and then you actually combine it with AI, you can't even have anything but an output, but it's something even more amazing. So having all of this information, leadership and tools, and she's been able to help every single person. That's what led to the background of the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. And then Adrienne Mays, your AI wealth strategist, what up though? Qualified as an AI wealth strategist, again, is the qualification or certification from Billie Jean, which is like the #1 the number one marketer in regards to AI education in the world. Or maybe it's a qualification from Jonathan Montoya, who is connected with the Russell Brunson with Offer Lab, that has millionaires and billionaires all around in regards to educating people about apps and educating people about AI and giving the steps. Do we have to even focus on the background of electromechanical engineering or a master's in business from Murray State University, or even just the stepping stones, taking a step back, come from Detroit, Michigan? What up though? I can't say, but Renaissance High School education in Ludington Middle School, or even how my mother and father just made sure education was key. Education and change, and we're here as, again, that's what it is about building the AI Legacy Blueprint Calculator. That's why this is such a passion. Because again, with my mother being in education, my father is an entrepreneur, and being able to know the things that we don't know, I have to share a story, which is so true to my heart, why I'm so passionate about this business. I remember my mother had a business, Detroit Unique Connections, where my sister and I would actually do scarves and halos and stuffing the scarves and halos and going with her on different showings and being able to set the table up and interacting. And that's how I get this personality, just being able to engage with people, the importance of speaking when you walk into a room. And all of these things were built from the entrepreneur lessons that I've learned along the way. But what I stopped and think about is, again, if years ago, when I was like 7, 8, or 9, if my mother would have set up a business for my sister and myself in regards to a tax benefit on her end, because again, we were children, but we were working in regards to helping her business as well. But these are the things you don't know if you don't know. And it's okay. But the great thing is now when you have something with education and real life experience and stories that can understand and help people relate, it just makes sense, right? And I remember when my cousin Chris Bosh played with the Toronto Raptors and the Miami Heat. He's retired now 2 times with the All-Star realm worldwide, right? But when I think about when I worked with the Chris Bosh Foundation and when we ran the summer camps in Toronto, Ontario, and Dallas, Texas, and Detroit, Michigan, Atlanta, Georgia, and Montgomery, Alabama, and Jackson, Mississippi, and all of these different places, and the things that my cousin would write off and the things that set up or could have been more maximized in regards to tax business, you don't know what you don't know. And then you take a step back. I mean, is it his agent that actually is at fault in regards to the lack of education? Or is it you can't blame his mother, you can't blame the people around him. You don't know what you don't know. So what the difference is with the AI Legacy Master Blueprint Calculator, and why I'm so passionate about reaching out to people in regards to preserving your wealth and doing the best you can with your unique situation, you have to educate yourself. You have to take those steps, and getting with people that have experience and lived this stuff, in addition to AI and having the certifications. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us build. And that's what makes Adrienne Mays and Unica Gaines two of the people that will be able to help you lead you to your next steps in regards to growing and building your own master plan. So could AI make this better? Absolutely. Absolutely, AI is the unlock. That's what allows you to be able to have that confidence and the guidance and the education and decision and the support. And I will be 100% honest with you. I don't know everything, but there's over 82 calculators that's built within the actual AI Legacy Master Blueprint Calculator. I don't have to know everything, and neither do you. But you do need to have the guidance and the trust to be able to ask the questions that you need and be able to get the clarity that you need to be able to maximize life to the best that you can actually do. So that's the whole benefit and the joy of working with something that is already introducing and leveraging AI, which brings you to knowing and bridging the gap of understanding what I need to know and how AI can help you enhance it and take it even further. AI is something, it's a weird thing, right? Because you'll hear everywhere, AI is everywhere. You'll see not only on my page or on the Tax Extraordinaire page, you'll see all types of interactions of what AI can use. You'll see the interactions and education of getting from those that are building AI apps like the Justin Burns or the Alicia Littles, the queen of AI. But what you don't see is how it can help your business, how it can customize for you. And that's what bridging the gap of something simpler, something faster, and how it can actually work in plain English, no financial jargon, just visual outputs, explaining it like clear logic, like you're a third grader in one decision at a time. It's one of those things that's going to help you build and be the best version of you within this process. So people ask what's missing, right? You have 80 calculators across all types of business, AI explanations after every result, action steps, not just numbers in PDFs. This is how it's actually done. This is the mindset behind the actual calculator of having everything that you need. It's like having one of my friends actually that was on here before, Dr. William Liverman talked, and my mother actually was, well, World Book Encyclopedia. It just reminds me of a story. In World Book Encyclopedia, you would get the whole actual slew of World Book Encyclopedia from A to Z, all of this information with one subscription plan. The AI Legacy Master Calculator has the same type of output. You get all of the information of what they don't teach you in school about finances. It might be, it's not everything, right? Because there's so much information. That's the great thing about AI and being able to connect, because we don't say that we know everything, but having that jump start can allow you to know the things that you don't know and have the confidence to get into the rooms, ask the questions, and have that better alignment in regards to the goals of what you're trying to build. So when we actually look at the specific customer segment, I mean, is it better for some and not for other? I mean, this is built for real people, real families, real entrepreneurs, creators, professionals, athletes, coaches, people who actually want to make a difference, because these are life-based scenarios. And that's what we're going to cover over the next few weeks of our Tuesday live virtual conversations. Because again, having the money story and understanding that you don't have to do this and understand it all alone. AI Legacy Money Talk Line, we're going to turn that financial confusion into confidence so that you can know what is going to be best for you every single Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So better pricing. I mean, you can have one platform and pay versus paying multiple tools, massive value compared to advisors, and then positioning as an investment and not an expense. That's going to be the difference with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator and for you. Every situation is different. I know, like when you come into, it's so funny when I was working with Unica Gaines and the tax time or what have you, which is coming up here again, and making sure that the tax extraordinaire, when working with the tax extraordinaire, we would hear all the time, people would come up and say, well, my refund is different from this person's refund. Why don't I receive this amount in regards to taxes or what have you? Taxes doesn't work the same, just like your real estate doesn't work the same, just like your life, your credit doesn't work the same. Everything is different because you don't make the same moves as everybody else. And so when you think about a tax preparer and like the Unica Gaines, the tax extraordinaire, the difference is just being able to automate some of that information, which is the amazing thing about TaxDome. So you're able to upload your information in each situation. Unica makes sure, and her tax team, it makes sure that she maximizes the situation in giving that clarity. So helping entrepreneurs and creators and legacy-driven leaders strategize smarter, save more, and succeed in AI, business, and taxes without wasting time relying on confusing advice or navigating the IRS alone. That's the whole mix. That's the difference with working with a team that's forward-thinking and not just keeping you in like a app or just give you an X and Y answer. We're helping you be the best version of you and enhancing it with AI. So when you're using AI to automate that manual work, AI explaining results instantly, AI connecting decisions across pillars, AI reducing the fear or confusion and overwhelm, it's AI acting like a financial guide. So you're understanding, just like a guidebook, the money playbook, right? Having that playbook to be able to tell you how to run the play and how to actually be successful in the nooks and crannies that's in between each level. So when you're looking at the TurboTax or a financial advisor and a wealth coach, just all of those combined into one, being proactive and personalized and built to help you stop leaving money on the table before it's gone. That's the whole deal. And that's the whole idea in regards to the growth concepts of this process. So one thing I can honestly say is being able to understand how people are leaving money on the table. It's the one thing that I've been talking in regards to this whole aspect. It's not just a tool. It's financial clarity on demand. When you have a question, you have somewhere in one hub that you can actually get the solution. So I want to make sure that you understand that this calculator exists not because people shouldn't have to guess their way to financial freedom. It's built to show you clearly, simply, and proactively how everyday decisions impact taxes, income, legacy before the money is gone. And what we're going to do is making sure that those money leaks of not knowing how your deductions work, not having a savings plan, not understanding a budget, not knowing your refund amounts, That's impact. And the 90-day roadmap challenge is taking you through every single pillar to give you that clarity of what everything financial looks like. So it's simple and easy. Where you plug in real numbers, you have the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator mapping out your blueprint, and you follow the plan. That's it. And that's the easiest way for you to be able to understand the growth of your unique situation. That way you don't have to feel like you're alone in any aspect of it. And when you take a step back and look at the opportunities that's growing and building for you, how you actually know that, again, the 90-day challenge, it's amazing. I say give me 10 minutes because, again, showing you that 90-day challenge, you'll take 10 minutes a day and be able to change your financial situation. It's something amazing, and it actually works. So when you have a 90-day transformation challenge, you're able to look at the challenge map and be able to just take one thing at a time. So on your own time, so just having each day focusing on a different pillar. So for example, on day one, you have the challenge of calculating your net worth, your true starting line, where you're actually beginning in your financial journey. Because your net worth is like your wealth GPS. You get in a car now in 2025 and beyond, there's most likely a GPS system where it's a map navigating you from A to B. So this is your wealth GPS. You plug in your assets and your liabilities into the net worth calculator so you can see exactly where you're starting from. No shame, no guilt, just clarity. And that way you can't transform what you can't measure. So where you're starting from, you're able to take notes and be able to get through to each day. And each day gives you a different challenge, which helps you with the problem of financial literacy. So that's the one thing that I love about the actual calculator, because that lifetime transformation is something that you can't actually trade. Having a plan and getting there. The one thing that I love of one of the feedbacks that I actually was provided was, this would have changed my entire life. Seeing the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator for the first time literally stopped me in my tracks. Growing up in foster care, surviving lead poisoning as a child, and at 18 receiving an annuity from a life insurance payout with zero guidance on how to manage it. I had money in my hands, but no one showed me how to use it. Living in survival mode because you didn't know any better. But if I had access to this tool, the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator tool back then, my life would have been 100% different. And I know without a doubt, because again, I would have seen more financially secure, more confident, and far more successful at a younger age. But that's why believing this isn't just an app. It's something every adult needs. So honestly, this should be taught in high schools and colleges. And so our kids, their adults, can grow up financially smart and make better decisions for their whole lives. This isn't something for you to use one time for a few months and then let it go. This is a lifelong tool, a guide, a blueprint. I wish I had it years ago, Amanda Graham, and appreciating her input in regards to using the tool and having an output and understanding how it works. So when you understand the clarity, every Tuesday live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be answering questions in regards to anything dealing with the Legacy Blueprint Calculator. And that's what we'll be actually making sure that your path to financial clarity is step by step. And it's not a fluff, it's not any type of BS, but it's clear, and it's giving you where those money leaks are identified. That savings plan is actually created. Having the refund insights that you need, and again, having that 90-day challenge plan, that's the game changer, being able to have those personalized steps for you to grow and build. So, I mean, you have two choices. And everyone that I've spoken to in regards to this calculator between now and moving forward as well, you can do nothing, right? You can say, oh, great tool, but people spend years losing money. You have all this financial stagnation, accepting your current situation. Acceptance is the key to every situation, but having that foundation of change and having a different outcome, that's the action on you. That's the clarity you get with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. It's that growth and that security in regards to a future, and understanding that your path is your choice and you can actually secure your legacy within that. Having the price at $9.97 annually, it's a steal in regards to what you're leaving on the table. And being able to know that the regular price is $49.97 annually, thousands of dollars has been actually saved in regards to utilizing the tools and aspects on how it was built. And that's some of the scenarios that we're going to go over on some of the Tuesdays upcoming, to be able to help you see that the opportunity cost of not investing into your financial education, this is a steal in regards to that. Less than $100 a month in regards to knowing and revealing these different areas of your financial literacy that you have not received. And so again, the hard path is to keep on guessing, doing exactly what you're doing now. Keep losing money, keep hoping things are going to change, and keep stressing about your finances and debt and where's my next paycheck and how am I losing money, or how to make changes. Or do the smart choice, getting the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator and getting that full financial clarity, understanding that building wealth with confidence, that's the game changer, and protecting your future and finally understanding your money. Because again, knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is the real power. That's everybody. Knowledge is so many different ways to get knowledge now, but there's so many different ways to not utilize that knowledge. You get stagnant. You don't have a way to actually keep going. And that's why Unika and I are committed to growth and helping you protect your future to be able to see the aspects of the actual calculator. When you know better, you build better. And when you build better, your legacy changes forever. And you have to understand you're not alone. Getting started with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, it's going to equal financial clarity for you in your business. It's so crazy that, again, we don't know what we don't know. And it's only one thing that you can do. You can do nothing, right? There's two things you can do, right? You can do nothing. This is amazing information, Adrienne. Thank you for sharing, and keep going. You can keep scrolling. You can keep being frustrated and your finances staying the same. Or you can actually take action and learn. Understand that at your fingertips is a way. Just 10 minutes a day in a 90-day challenge plan can change the way that you see your financial future and change the way that you see mindset, estate planning, AI, taxes, credit, mortgage, business, nonprofit, life insurance, automation, health. It's a game changer, my friends. And that's how you know that getting started by yourself is not an option. Just knowing that you are here. And if you want tax preparation help, that's the taxextraordinaire.com. If you want the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, visiting tinyurl.com/extraordinairebp is going to take you to the screen to be able to change your outcome with the #1 AI all-in-one AI financial literacy system for wealth and budgeting and credit and taxes and real estate and more, and giving you an opportunity to stop leaving money on the table and learning and building with the Tax Extraordinaire and Unika Gaines and Adrienne Mays. So it's such an opportunity for you not to actually move forward, because again, yes, we can keep talking about the problem and the pain points and how we haven't been taught this or that, but taking action, that's the real game changer. That's how you can really see that planning takes action, and I'm so adamant with regards to having the wrong strategy. People don't know what they don't know. You have to give people grace. I remember being in the life insurance game, as again, I'm always about that life. And like I said, speaking to a previous life insurance client, I wrote policy over 8 years ago, and looking at the policy now and what happened, and the stress, and hearing my client talking about, I can't move to get the policy number. I'm trying to get the help that I need, and being able to still have my phone number first off, and to be able to help me give you a call to get that stress out of your life and not understanding how your money is working. This is giving you that future aspect of being able to plan those gaps, be able to have a roadmap, and to stop guessing and calculate and be able to get the knowledge, because knowledge is the currency of control. That's why I love this slide, because it seeks clarity and stops the loss. This is the #1 solution in the game. You're not going to find it anywhere. And it's not me being biased. It's the truth. It's something that was created by the years of experience, the pain points, the things, the failures, the upswings of things that I've been through, Adrienne Mays, Unika Gaines has been through, and seeing how we can help someone else. That's what life is about. And when you think about owning it and taking accountability of your family, your faith, your fears, your finances, and fitness, what you realize is the action that you take on you, it's all on you. There's no one that can do you better than you. But you'll never have to worry about guessing again, because again, you'll have the answers at your fingertips. But the idea with the tool and being able to have somewhere where you can actually get the answers that you need, that's what's the amazing thing about this. So again, these are the scenarios that we're going to go over in regards to knowing and understanding and understanding and growing with the tool. But in December, access to the tax extraordinaire community and being able to have the 14 literacy tools and ebooks and the GPT access and having a social media audit report and understanding your lead generation strategy. That's all included by being connected with the best in the game. You can't say that you're not the best in the game because it's you versus you. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be today, and so are you, because anyone that's losing money on the table, you have to start by getting ahead. Life stages, things happen, children are born, being able to be an entrepreneur, creator, having a different career change, finances and real estate. These are all the different things of understanding how legacy goes, but you have to make the determining factor if you want to win in 2025, 2026, and beyond. So if you have this AI financial literacy tool, AI budgeting calculators, AI money management app, financial education platform for families and entrepreneurs, the best AI calculator for taxes and credit, AI powered wealth planning tool, smart financial decision tool, AI tax refund estimator, and automation for personal finances. This is where it is. This is where you want to be. In regards to once you click on the button to be able to get started with the deal, it's an amazing for $9.97. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is a steal in everything in regards to the steps for you actually to build and grow. So I wanted to go through that process for you for how to take action. And the link is on the screen in regards to going and moving forward with the AI Legacy Blueprint Calculator. You don't know what you don't know. But now you can't say that because I showed you. And so I've given you the step-by-step information on how to build with and getting started with the taxextraordinaire.com and how to actually know that you're not alone in the game, but how you build and how you grow and how you can consistently move forward. That part is on you. I want to actually wrap up with a little short story. Since May the 6th, 2025, and till every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I've been doing the live virtual conversations with Adrienne Mays, where we're able to talk with different entrepreneurs, business owners, forward leader thinkers. And even during my birthday, September 6th, 2025, my 46th birthday, I did a random acts of kindness AI live virtual conversation series. And hearing people's story in regards to just growth and building. And the one thing that stood out every single time that literally led to Enika and I creating this app opportunity was when we talked about financial education. What was taught in schools? It wasn't taught in schools. And having the books and the tools to get there, you don't have to do it alone. But this purpose here of knowing that we're helping people stop leaving money on the table and helping you deliver value at scale without building anything yourself. That is the one thing that the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator differs. So it feels like in regards to being here today and knowing that the money you're missing and how to find it with AI is here. And it's a lot of advertisements on Facebook and LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram in regards to the gurus of financial education. But the real guru is you. There's at your fingertips free tools like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Grok AI. I just learned about Grok AI that was actually created by Elon Musk, which is actually an amazing tool as well. But my point is, there's so many different AI tools out here. But what action do you take? How do I go about doing that? Who do I listen to? That part is on you. So as I consistently continue to network and talk to different groups and individuals and owners and companies and corporations and businesses and conglomerations in regards to how this tool can actually benefit you and your business, listening to the pain points. And it's not just selling a tool, right? It's not just saying, hey, you need to buy this. This isn't what this is. This is called financial clarity. And there's so much experience within each and every business and things that happen that you can control and some things you can't. So the game changer with working with the tax extraordinaire and Adrienne Mays, AI wealth strategist, is being able to know that over 50 years of collective experience and understanding that having all of these different tools and aspects of life come together, especially when you have tax time right around the corner and having Agent Games, the creative artists, coming to be able to help and grow the bigger picture of helping every unique situation. You have to realize that who you choose to listen to is on you. But God has a plan at the end of the day. And I understand that I'm so excited about the next chapter of what 2025 can unfold, because each partner that we actually connect with, each group of people that we present this tool with, they're not alone. It's not like dropping them off at going to a Walmart and grabbing a TI-85 graphing calculator off the shelf and say, go figure it out. Having an experienced AI wealth strategist at your fingertips, having a tax preparer at your fingertips, having a mortgage consultant that can help you clarify some of those directions, having the mindset of the billionaire mindset of Adrienne Mays on day 579 of the billionaire journey. What up, though? You just got to know that you can do anything you put your mind to, but listening and growing and building, those three things are something that no one can teach you. This financial education wasn't taught in school. So re-engineering how taxes, employment, education, and retirement looks like, that's going to take the action on you. I'm just so excited to be able to bring something that of value, not just another app where we can go create another one and create another one. We're going to build upon something that's going to be a financial movement to help people and know that your finances, you don't have to figure it out by yourself. Your paycheck doesn't have to look the way it does. Understanding what a W-2 looks like. Why do I need to actually fill out a W-4? All of those answers in regards to just the taxes pillar. So I say all that to say the next few weeks, or on Tuesdays, live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to do the AI Legacy Live, AI Legacy Money Talk Live with Adrienne Mays, because what this is going to be is an opportunity for people to know that you're not alone. We're going to talk about the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, unveiling the opportunity for people to be a part of something bigger than myself. We know that we can't do this alone, but every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we go out here and talk and connect with different business owners and entrepreneurs, we're going to bring those questions back. We're going to actually live answer those questions. We're going to go through the calculator, show which different scenarios for the tool, because money impacts every decision we make, but most of us were never taught how it actually works. So these live conversations is going to be your safe space to ask questions, hear real stories, learn the things schools, jobs, and even family never explained about money, taxes, credit, and legacy. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to sit down and talk about the real cost of financial confusion and how it turns into clarity and confidence with the right AI tools and understanding. So it's sponsored by the Tax Extraordinaire Anika Gaines, these weekly virtual conversations that's bringing together families, W-2 workers, entrepreneurs, students, retirees, community leaders. We talk about what we should have been talking about a long time ago, and that's talking about money, but we weren't. And so how money habits have changed us in regards to our starting in childhood, how the financial mistakes and nobody told me moments, they've happened in our adulthood. And so each generation is moving forward to help the next generation shape the legacy of what we look like. So each week we break down one key area of financial education in a way that's simple, real, and easy to apply. So this conversation is designed for you if you've ever thought that I wish somebody would have taught me at 16 versus 46. I work hard, but I feel like I'm behind. I'm so scared to make the wrong money move, so I do nothing. I want to break generational patterns, but I don't know where to start. I want my kids, my grandkids, my community to learn money the right way. I wish to understand that money does not equal wealth. Again, money does not equal wealth. So that doesn't matter if you're just getting your first job, raising kids and trying to teach them better, running a business, preparing for retirement, or rebuilding after mistakes. You're in the right place. This is a conversation for real people with real stories who are ready for real solutions. So each and every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live at Adrienne Mays on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, you'll hear these real stories. These lectures, no, they're going to be honest stories and Q&A opportunities to ask questions for after investing in the calculator, how-to questions. What should I have done calculations? And you're not the only one trying to figure this out. You're being connected every Tuesday live and opening the door to those questions. This AI legacy tool, this financial blueprint school never gave you. That's what this is. And being able to do what God has intended to do, it's always a process. That's what Anika is so funny. Anika Gaines tells me that all the time. Adrienne, it's a process. And marketing this tool to the right person it has been a process, because understanding the potential and the opportunity cost of seeing where your money is really going, understanding that planning is on you for your family, your business, and your future, understanding how taxes and credit and cash flow impact your life. These are huge, building that clear roadmap instead of guessing your way through money. So the conversation gives you awareness, and the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator gives you action. And together, they will literally help and drive financial confusion for you to get the clear steps in understanding the way. So understanding, coming to cccelevate.com/live, you're able to be a part of the live virtual conversation. And the link is being able to send to you. And it's only about an hour where you're with me, Adrienne Mays, the AI Cash Story Captain, and literally hosting this AI Money Talk Live to help families, creators, CEOs, coaches, and everyday people finally understand money. Finally use AI to build the future stability and legacy they deserve. This isn't just a platform, it's a movement, a place where education equals empowerment, and empowerment becomes wealth. Your story is the beginning. It's only the beginning, because your authentic story is all about where you were, where you are right now, and where you're going. But financial clarity is the next chapter if you let it, and legacy is the outcome. So AI Legacy Money Talk Live, that's where we turn this financial confusion into confidence. And you can join, simple and easy, by going to the link. Make sure I have it up on the screen for you. Go to the link below and be a part of the conversation. If you want to actually share your authentic story, and know in January of 2026, we will have live guests to be able to share their story weekly and to receive those different information and answer the question that's on the Money Talk list to be able to help you grow and build and be a part of the solution. So again, you can learn about the calculator. You can actually go and actually be a part and actually sign up for the actual live spots. And you can actually be on, actually be a part of the conversation to grow and build with AI. So you're not alone, my friends. Welcome to the transformation. Welcome to the movement. Welcome to the change. And that's what we're going to bring here. The AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator, that's nothing but the tool that's going to help fuel it. But as we keep going, as we keep building, and as we keep learning that this accountability of change is on you. I'm so excited to talk to different business owners and groups and individuals on what this can actually do for you to help solve some of that pain that you have in regards to financial information, turning that confusion into clarity, turning your story into something beautiful and bright. And God already has it taken care of. I say that with such passion. Again, give yourself grace. You don't know what you don't know, but when you do know, starting to make those changes and believing and making effort to do something different, that's what it's all about. So if you hear me, if you see me, you're going to see me all around social media. But if I give you a call, if I send you a DM, if I text message you, I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it for every single person that is actually connected to you. I'm knowing that, again, last week I had a Kappa that was speaking to, and I'm a proud member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And those 22 founders at Howard University in 1913, they did something in regards to education. They wanted to make sure that this transformed into thousands of women all over the world. And I take my position as a member of this sorority very seriously. And having the ability to not only work with the tax extraordinaire that helps people in businesses get that clarity they need, we're able to build tools and leverage AI now to figure out the automation and figure out those leaks in people's business. That's what consulting and that's what the growth and opportunity is all about. But networking, connecting, knowing that you're not alone, that's the beautiful part about how life works. So hopefully in this whole live virtual conversation with Adrienne Mays, where we actually talked about a lot of information today. We talked about the AI Legacy Money Blueprint. We talked about the actual live virtual conversation with Adrienne Mays. We talked about Unique Gains, the tax extraordinaire. We previewed the tool, the AI Legacy Master Blueprint Calculator tool. And like I said, we're going to each and every Tuesday, we're going to go deeper into looking at scenarios and how this works for W-2 workers, entrepreneurs. Which tool would be best for me? What situation would be best for my company? And I'm going to bring to you catered situations that are real life scenarios that people are going through using the calculator, so that you can say, hey, it makes sense for me to invest in this or not. It's on you. I definitely understand that. But at the end of the day, you're going to get 100% of the tax extraordinaire and the AI wealth strategist, because the money you're missing, Stop leaving money on the table. And how to find it with AI, that's the game changer. You don't have to be stuck in your current situation alone, but having that guidance, having that input, having the aspects of knowing and building and growing, that's the game changer. So hopefully you've actually watched this live, or if you're watching a replay, drop replay in the comments for me. Just keep engaged. If you have a money question, something that is pertinent and that you want me to actually cover live on a virtual conversation, drop it in the comments. I check all the comments on all the different platforms, but the game-changing platform is you versus you. This mindset here is something that no one can take from you. I'm so thankful, December the 16th, 2025, to be exactly here. I don't understand it. I cringe. I have anxiety at times. I go through stress. My eczema is gone, thank God. But the part of life that life is about living, having a heart and sharing it with other people, teaching people how to treat you because you deserve nothing but the best. I was just sharing right before I jumped in this conversation that how you feel right now in this moment is valid. How you feel about your finances is fair. How you feel about your life, where you are, where you're going, where you've been, but that takes the work. And I can't do it for you. Enika can't do it for you. You have to do it for you. That's the actual scenario you have with your higher power. So I call my higher power God because I trust him. I believe in him. I know that miracles happen every single day because they've happened to me. If they can happen to me, they can happen to you. And it can start with your financial journey, leveraging the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. And if you have questions directly, how this can impact you, how this can help you grow, how this can help you build, that's what we're here for. I'm on a movement. It's not about me. I know that. I might have to get out of my way, but I know that this is not about me. This is what God already put on me to give to other people to grow and build, to be the best versions of them so they can grow together. So let's take a moment, take control of your finances, get started with the AI Legacy Blueprint Master Calculator. And if you don't know, now you know. I'll be here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the month of December, answering questions, being able to provide that insight in regards to finances and giving you direction on any of the pillars that we're actually talking about. Again, taxes, credit, mortgage, business, nonprofit, finance or estate planning, life insurance, health, wealth, mindset. These are all things that I've dealt with, all of them. So this is not just I've had experience with this stuff. So I just want to make sure that I can help and grow and build someone else. And that's what we're here for. So you know how we leave every live virtual conversation. And I'm so thankful that now transitioning the live virtual conversations that we've had since May 6, 2025. And I have to say real quick, thank you to every single person that said yes to the live virtual conversations with Adrienne Mays. We're going on a financial movement. We're transitioning into helping people that real money talk that people need. And so if you have a story that you want to share, if you have grown and built and you're not alone. We all have stories. Well, I've had the ups and I've had the downs, but the key thing is, in every single thing that you do, is you keep going. That's the one thing that I can share with you, that God's plan for you is so beautiful, but you got to keep going. If you give up, if you give in, you got to keep going. My sobriety journey is approaching 25 months here, December 20th, 2025. And I honestly say that over 2 years of being sober, doing the work, there's steps to this thing. There's knowing that owning yourself and loving yourself, that's one thing that nothing can ever, that's the one thing that I did wrong. But now I'm loving myself through it all. It shows through your work. It shows through your mindset. It shows that God's got you, but you got to trust it. And I hate to end this preaching, but God, He put it on my heart to share you. If you're listening to this today, that it was on purpose, because I'm going somewhere that I didn't even know I was going, because God's running this camp. He's driving, I'm riding, and I'm doing the work. That's all you have to do. Trust in the process. Know that you're going to fail sometimes. First attempt in learning. Love on yourself, all of you, flaws and all, and keep going through it all. So you know how I end my live virtual conversations, my friends. Tuesdays, live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be like Oprah Winfrey. Remember Oprah was at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? So is Adrienne Mays. But I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Make sure you dial in, own your story, share your story, help someone else through what they've been through by you going through being with them as well. I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up, though? Detroit, Michigan. Let's go. Deuces.